at the lonely nights. I'm not alone. I wonder if these heavy eyes can face the unknown. When I close my eyes, I realize you'll come my way. I'm standing in the night alone forever, together, oh, with a dream warrior.
It has been a very positive day, dude. Working on the Disney lot today has really been fun.
Before I go live, can we talk about that or no? Is that still
No,
halfway?
unfortunately not.
Okay, just want to make sure.
We can talk about the fun thing that I'm working on.
That guy, yes, I got that in my notes.
Nightmare on Melrose Street.
For the introduction.
Yeah, and that guy Jonathan, John Wood, he ordered a picture, but he didn't give me his address. But
no,
there you are, John.
He sent it to he sent it to me, so I could send it.
Okay,
because he's in Canada.
Yeah, cool. Oh, you're in
Canada, eh? Well.
So I'm gonna send to him and get that.
Okay, cool. And then just send me a picture. I mean, because I emailed you, John. So just email me that address back, and I'll ship that out. Hopefully by tomorrow, if not for sure by Monday.
Would you want my email, my mailing address, or Jonathan's?
Whoever.
I don't think you ship to Canada.
Whoever I was emailing.
We'll get it taken care of. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
Right on.
We'll get it figured out. No biggie.
All right.
All right. What's that?
Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna get going. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This guest has been on the show before and also a charity stream with us before. He is known as the Wizard Master, but I'm going to get cute and do a little clip that most fans have seen and all that stuff as horror fans and fans of this franchise to introduce this guy. And of course, we see our friend Ira Heiden. Ira, how are you, sir? And I know it's been a busy morning.
No, thanks. I'm fine just the way I am.
Yes. And we'll get into that as we go along. Yes, we could see the famous again. Yes.
That line just gives me PTSD, man. I swear.
Right? Well, you know who gets PTSD? And there's a story to be told with this later on. Mr. Bill Perry, who you know well.
Oh, yes, Mr. Bill Perry. I had a nice conversation with that guy
I've gotten to know Bill in the past few months, and he's been wonderful.
Yeah, man. Good dude.
But before we get into the questions and the answers and all that fun shit, I do want to mention, because Ira brought this to my attention when I first approached him about doing this. And on Saturday, the 14th, there is an event called A Nightmare on Melrose Street, presented by Slasher World in L.A. 7660 Melrose Ave in L.A. If you're there, go see them between 6 and 9 p.m. They're going to have guests holding a poster.
Look at that crew, man.
Like Brooke Deese, Bradley Gray, Kim Myers, Amanda West, Ken Sagas, most of that crew I know, and of course, Ira Heiden, the Wizard Master.
Yeah, man.
So it's going to be a cross between 2, 3, and 4. Or actually 1 through 4, because I'll get a text. Amanda will text me going, "You forgot me. What the hell?"
Yeah, don't forget her.
Yeah,
she's like our main draw, man. Come on. She's from the first one. She started us all.
I know. Like I said, my phone will start ringing going, "What the hell?"
Yeah, man.
But no, we weren't sure if we were going to do this today, but work schedule allowed it.
Yeah, I'm just glad that we were able to make it happen because I was working on a show that I can't talk about right now.
Top secret project.
But it may be coming out season 3 on Netflix. That's about all I can basically say.
Episode 1. We will get there when we can. Legally, we want Ira sued for his paycheck back.
Oh,
But
that would be bad news.
yes, he wants to pay the mortgage and feed the kids.
Hey, Ray,
All
nice
right.
to meet you.
Well, yes. So, before I go into the list, we have some fan questions, all that fun shit.
Yeah.
Uh, let's go to the event on Saturday.
Okay.
So, what are you expecting? What's the game plan? I heard Brookie talk about it on Instagram a little bit,
Yeah.
but I didn't talk to her directly. She was saying
Right.
a little bit of Q&A, a little bit of signing. They told you? What's the game plan?
Yeah. There's going to be a meet and greet uh, from 6 to like 7 or so. Then we're going to be like signing stuff and taking photo ops. And then we're going to judge a horror Halloween costume contest. Um, oh, dude, I can't pull it up. There's special drinks that they're making for this event. Um,
Yes.
and one is called the Kincaid Power Punch. Uh, there's one called the Sleepwalker. I think there's one called the Wizard's Spell. There's also the Freddy's Kiss, and then there's the Tina Gray Grey Goose Martini, dirty or plain, however you like it.
Well, if I were to, or excuse me, try this in English, first day new mouth for
Yeah.
some reason. If you were out and about, say dinner, or you're home relaxing, watching a movie with the missus, etc., what kind of cocktail might you drink? What is your tickles your fancy?
Oh, like mine?
Yeah, what do you like?
Well, tell you what, I do like a tequila, and I like a Blanco tequila, and I like that with lime. I like that with bubbly water. And that keeps it kind of clean and refreshing. Um, so yeah, I may partake in one of those while I'm watching some TV show that I could be on. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Latrice could not be here, our girl from Texas, so I will
What?
ask her a question. I know that bitch, and
What part
I'm
of
gonna get it from.
Texas?
She is in the Dallas Fort Worth area.
Oh, where I've done Texas Frightmare. Mhm.
Yes. So she asked me to ask you, and
Yeah.
one I'm sure you've heard, or I'd say two of these you probably heard.
Okay.
What was it like working with everybody on part three? And as I was telling people leading into this, you've done voiceover work like in Ghostbusters in the newer ones. So, what was it like working with everyone in three? And does the voice work, or is the voice work more fun than regular acting?
Those are some pretty big questions. Well, let me tell you. First off, working with the cast and crew on Nightmare on Elm Street 3: Dream Warriors was literally a dream, and a dream come true. I mean, the casting process was pretty crazy cool. We all got the job, and then we all met in Westwood and had some brunch, and then we went and did a read through of the script together, all of us, which was pretty awesome with Chuck Russell. And it was really cool to get to work with everybody on that movie. We're still friends with everyone to this day, which is really cool. And we get to see each other more often now that we go to these conventions, which is cool. So yeah, I mean, it was really a dream working with that cast. And we had each other's backs on set and off set,
Well,
which was awesome.
well, I will add a follow up to that because obviously and I don't know if Latrice started this, and obviously, like you said, mostly everybody does conventions,
Yeah,
and Patricia did her first show at Texas Frightmare last year.
that is correct.
So, is she on the list of the regular text chain, let's say, that you talk to?
She is on more of the email chain.
But
I'm
she's in
good.
within the group conversations at least.
Yeah, she answers my emails and stuff. I haven't seen her in a long time, but I keep in touch with her brother, David Arquette. He's a good time buddy, longtime friend. Um, and Lawrence Fishburne, I kind of run into from time to time, sometimes at the grocery store, sometimes at the Chateau Marmont. Um, and so, I haven't seen him in a few years, but Chuck Russell, I do keep in major contact with our fearless leader director and co-writer with that guy Frank Darabont.
I think he's got an Oscar or two with Shawshank or something. I don't know that
Something
guy.
like that, yeah. So it's cool. I do keep in touch with a lot of these people, and Heather Lagenkamp is amazing and
The
super
other fearless leader.
super cool. Our Yeah, exactly. Our leader, man. She really was our leader. She helped guide us once we got into our dreams. Um, and we like I said, we get together, we do these conventions, horror conventions, which is a blast. About 6 years ago, I put together with Heather and this guy Matt Murray, who used to work with Stan Lee. We put together a reading of Dream Warriors at the Whiskey A Go Go, the
Mhm.
world famous Whiskey A Go Go, and we did it to raise money for mental health awareness. And so we basically made about $20,000 that we gave to Dee Dee Hirsch Foundation, which is a suicide prevention place, which
That's
is
great.
really it was amazing. So I'm telling you, this movie is the gift that keeps on giving, and it's the movie that really has a lot of meaning because we are all trapped in that mental ward, and I feel a lot of teens these days and people are trapped in a bad place, so anytime you can get some help, anytime you can talk to someone, talk to a friend or whatever is a good thing.
And I believe that's the number. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can Google it. I think it's star 211 is a mental health line, last I heard.
I
So
believe you.
even if you can't talk to friends, family, whatever, there is help out there.
Excellent.
Strangers will hear you. So
Yes.
look that up as well.
Very cool.
Mr. Wood, get queued up, but
Oh, wait.
Latrice,
We
yeah,
forgot to
Latrice had the
answer the
other.
other question about the
Yes,
voiceovers. So voiceovers are awesome and so much fun, but by far the best time was playing the mini Stay Puffs in Jason Reitman's Ghostbusters Afterlife. That was a really cool experience. Okay, go ahead, John.
absolutely. John, Mr. Wood, what do you
Um,
got, buddy? I know you had a couple of questions you want to
yeah,
add.
right. Yeah. One question was just answered about keeping in touch with cast members. So that's one down. I had another one about if you had a favorite memory working on the movie, and I also had another question too about what was it like being Harry Potter before there was Harry Potter.
Yeah, dude, I was pre Harry Potter, man. A lot of people think that she got her idea of the movie, of the books from my character. Um, Gosh, you talk about a favorite moment.
Yeah.
There were so many of them, as it was my very first feature film.
Right.
But I think one that really stands out. Well, let's call two. My favorite scene is when I'm talking to Jennifer Rubin and Rodney Eastman about
Mm.
trying to play Dungeons and Dragons. Because
Think
I
about
think I
that.
really
Yeah.
got to talk about my character and what he likes to do and what he felt confident about. Okay, you're being attacked by the bog demon. Go ahead. No, you got to say the words. Roll the dice and do it. Um, so that was fun. But the other most memorable moment, as an actor, we try to prepare for every scene, John, and
Yep.
so my death scene.
Mm.
I'm trying to work really hard on focusing and
Yep.
just feeling that I'm going to die. And so I'm really working hard at just, pulling those emotions as us actors do.
Yeah.
And Robert England is right next to me in his chair. And I'm breathing and trying to work through the death. And Robert is next to me and goes, "Hey, Ira, did you hear the one about he's starting to tell me jokes. And I'm like, okay, Freddy Krueger is trying to tell me a joke right now, and this isn't cool.
That can't be good, you know.
This is not good. I was like, hey, Robert, I'm sorry. I want to focus on what I'm doing. And like, oh, okay. Hey, Ira, did I tell you this? Did I tell you that I just bought a house in Laguna Beach and I'm gonna be driving my convertible Mustang back and forth? I'm like, oh, that's so great, Robert. That's awesome. But I'm about to die, and could you just really let me focus? That's a memory that I'll never forget, which was super cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And as someone who's interacted with Robert on a few occasions, maybe at the bar and in other settings, that
Yeah.
sounds about right. That's
Yep.
yeah.
I agree
Oh
with that
yeah,
too.
you've been yeah, I'm telling you, you get that guy a glass of Sauvignon Blanc and he will talk for hours, and it is the best talk ever because Robert knows everything about every single person.
And
Um, actors, directors, producers. Although, I never asked him, and I should ask him if he ever had the chance to meet or work with Peter Bogdanovich, who I had the great chance to work with. I played Rob Lowe's brother in a movie called Illegally Yours. So I think next time I see Robert, I'm gonna have to ask him that.
answer's probably
Thank
yes,
you.
because he's worked with everybody from Henry Fonda to, down the line. Mr.
Yep.
White. Mr. White from Texas. He's another Texan.
Hello,
You
Bob.
are up, sir.
Hello, and thank you for being with us.
Yes, sir, Bob.
I was going to ask about the fun times that you had with Nightmare. So how does it compare to shooting Elvira?
Totally different. Totally different, man. Totally different. You are talking about Nightmare being the most, serious.
Oh yeah.
We have to band together. We have to fight the demon. Two, oh my God, did you see the size of her gazungas? And having to focus with Cassandra Peterson and checking her out and how great she is and how fast and witty and sharp she is, and her comedic timing is off the charts. um, we still text each other jokes to this day. She's
Oh, that's
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah, she's great. So I mean, that was such a great shoot, dude. That was amazing. And I get to do these conventions with her. I think I'm going to be at Galaxy Con in North Carolina in October. There's going to be actually a big Elvira reunion. So that
That
could
is
be
awesome.
cool.
That
Yeah,
that is going to be so much fun.
yeah, man.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you so much again, and please keep doing what you do because we love
I'm
it.
trying, man. I'm gonna keep it going.
Well, we're eating it up, brother.
I love it.
Mr. Milling, I know you wanted a couple extra minutes, but have you thought of something, sir?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do actually have something. First off, thank you for taking the time to be here. It's awesome to get to talk to you.
Well, Matthew, thank
Um,
you for being here because your name is my middle name. So
Oh,
I
wow. Cool.
yes, sir.
No, my question was about Dream Warriors. Were there
Mhm.
any lines you improvised in Dream Warriors?
So a couple people have asked me that lately, and Matthew, this was my first film, and
Mhm.
I really didn't feel like I was in the right place to improvise. So I really knew my
right.
lines, and I just stuck to them. As we all know that Robert England has improvised. He improvised the line "Welcome to prime time, bitch," among others. But I didn't feel like I was in the place where I mean I was very creative and stuff, but I really kept to the lines on there. So
I can completely understand that. I could see how yeah. But no, thank you for answering my question.
Uh,
absolutely. Hey,
and
whatever
Matt,
you
let
do,
us
don't
know.
fall asleep.
Yeah, Matt, let us know when you picked a picture, and we
I
will get
did.
that
I
taken.
did
Oh, you
actually
did?
show
Okay.
photo on the site. Yes, yes, I did.
Okay. Which one did you go with?
I
Rude.
went with the Wizard King picture with the
Yeah.
wizard outfit on, the classic shot, which is
Is
like
it
my
the one
favorite
with the
shot.
green? Yeah, because
Yes, yes, the
there was
green
a couple
coming out of the
options on his
hand.
site,
Yes, yes, that is it.
IraHeiden.com, by the way. So,
That's right. That's the website to pick those good pictures. Very cool.
so right. You know, and I guess why Ira confirms that. I'm curious to know because you just mentioned with Matt's question being early in your career with not being able to improvise all that fun stuff, where Robert could improvise, and he was there anything or a project you worked on where you might have been a repetitive character to where you felt that ownership, as Robert would say? Hey, you know what? This character would do this, or you know what I mean? I think he would speak this way. Hi, Kitty.
Well,
We got
should we ask
we
my
got a
cat? Capitan, come here. What do you
hi,
think?
Capitan.
See, he's going to answer for me.
Okay,
Cappy,
uh, all
answer
good.
for me.
Yeah.
Um, so anyway, wait. So the question again was,
No, I was asking because you said early on you couldn't, you didn't feel like you could improvise in the because it was your first film.
right.
But
Yeah,
was
there
there
was
something
one
along the line
called,
that you felt like you had the ownership to
yeah, there was
improvise?
one called, whatchamacallit, called Zapped Again, the sequel to that great Scott Baio, Willie Ames
Never saw it.
movie. You never saw Zapped Again? You never saw Zapped?
Have you saw the
Okay.
first one?
Okay. You may not be the first one, but listen, you have to go and check it out. It's called Zapped Again.
Okay.
And it's fun. And actually that's how I met like Karen Black. That's how I met
Oh.
what's her name from The Exorcist? Linda Blair. Because we were all in that movie together. Yeah,
Okay.
it's you gotta check it out. But in that movie, Doug White is our director. I felt or Doug White, yeah. I felt like I could do a little more improvising. So I did come up with some different lines and different rhymes and different things like that. So that was really cool in that movie.
If I may,
Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
I enjoyed Zapped Again better than Zapped.
Some people would say that. Yeah, it was to get to work with Eric Todd Andrews, which was awesome, and my God, Reed Rudy, I'm still friends with. Yeah, it was a great cast. Kelly Williams, who I just saw 2 months ago at this jazz place, Vibratos. Yeah.
Hey, Bob, while you're up, you said you had a question for the missus.
Yes, D wanted me to ask you, uh, were you an avid D&D player before the film?
That's how I got the role, dude. That's how I really feel like I got the role because I used to play Dungeons and Dragons almost every day. I would usually play by myself and I would roll the
we were
dice
avid
and
players, and so
everything.
we were hoping that was your answer because we're
Oh
avid
yeah.
players, and yeah.
It was super cool, man. Uh, and again, that's how I feel like I really got the job. I was just me. I was, I was the dungeon. I was the wizard master. I was the dungeon master, and so it was very cool. And that's also why I think one of my favorite scenes is when I'm playing D&D with Rodney, who just couldn't speak, and Jennifer, who couldn't give a rat's ass about Dungeons and Dragons.
And
Movie Dogs is here.
Yes, Billy from Movie Dogs. I'll let you go ahead and slide in here. What kind of questions you got, sir?
It's about during the filming. Was Wes Craven ever a presence on set, or was he already pretty much excused himself by the time he started filming?
No, he did come on set. Something funny is I don't feel like I ever met him. Rodney Eastman talks about talking to him a bunch, but I never had the chance to actually meet him. My God, I was so in that movie. I was just so focused on my role, and I wasn't like. There were always lots of people on the set, and Sarah Reiser, Rachel Talalay. I mean, I remember talking to Rachel, and of course, always talking to Chuck, the director. But I don't remember. I don't even remember meeting Frank Darabont. I don't know. if he actually came on set or not. Bob Shea, of course, I did meet because he was in the audition process. So
Mhm.
always heading over to New Line Cinema, where his office was. So I obviously got to meet him, but yeah, I don't remember meeting Wes, unfortunately.
Also, when it came to the filming, especially when it came to the wizard scenes and your battle with Robert England's cougar, was that like something like, like a little bragging chip that you can go around saying, I fought Freddy Krueger? I'm one of those rare performances where you can go and like, everybody got, their, oh, I was in a scene with Kane Hodder or so and
Dude,
so, but
absolutely. I mean, I'm a dream warrior, right? I mean, if you think about it, that's pretty damn cool. There's not many dream warriors, are there? I mean, obviously, you have um, Penelope Sudrow, who wanted to be the actress, and got slammed through the head. One of, by far, the most iconic deaths in any of the nightmares.
Yeah.
But she wasn't a dream warrior.
Eh,
Bradley Gregg, who had this great artist vision and, with his puppets and everything, and had an incredible death, but was he a warrior?
well,
I wouldn't count
Um,
him. No.
I think maybe he's a little more of a warrior, but I fucking fought Freddy. Pardon my French.
Yeah, you're
Um,
good. You're good.
And and so did Jennifer Rubin, and so did Kincaid. Ken Sagos, and so did Patricia Arquette. As Kristen, and so did Rodney Eastman, who broke the barrier, right, as Joey. So yeah, there's only a few of us that can actually say, that we are the dream we're, and to be able to talk about that any day of the week is a blessing.
And I'm
I'm
not
still
trying to
waiting for that
throw
Nick to
Ira
say.
under the bus. I'm not
You
going to.
see
Sorry,
my
Billy.
shirt?
What do you got? Oh, Dream Warrior.
There it
Nice.
is.
And
I
I'm
got
not throwing Ira under the bus.
From Fright
But
Rags.
when he says this, as soon as
Nice.
he started saying that, it made me think of his signature in his emails. And I'm not giving away his email, folks. No, that's not how we do it. But it says his signature sent from a Dream Warrior. And how cool is that? You know what I mean?
I got that. I got that too. Yep.
And I
Yeah,
mean
but
that
okay,
that
John, you saw
has,
that. But it's just cool that you put that. Yeah, I mean that you have that on your signature.
and that's, it's kind of cool. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
how could you
really,
not?
if you open that up, dreams are incredible, so you got to keep dreaming and be a warrior about it, go after those dreams. So it kind of plays on both sides, yes, I am a dream warrior and I'm a dream warrior,
Yeah, but
My
no,
brother, when we used to do the backyard wrestling back in the '90s, that was his opening thing. His ring entrance music was Dream Warriors, and I used to think it was like the silliest thing in the world to me, but when years later and everything, now that that song gets played, it pops in my his memory pops in there.
I
yeah.
That's really cool.
Ira, I don't know if you ever heard it. I will have to send it to you because I had the file of it later
Okay,
on.
Jonathan.
Did you ever hear the Dokken acoustic version of Dream Warriors? Holy shit! Because I know you're a fan of Dokken.
Oh yeah, I'm
I
going to
will.
see Dawkin June 20th at the Whiskey A Go Go.
I will send you this acoustic version that they did, which is rare. I will send you over when we're done tonight. It's
Okay.
it's awesome.
All right.
It's such a different take on it. But Ray, I know you said you wanted to ask something or comment or what do you got, buddy?
Okay,
There he is,
hey, how's it
Mr.
going,
New
Ira?
Mexico.
Where's Ray? There he is. You could
What's
call
up?
me Ray, or you could call me Jay, but you doesn't have to call me Ira.
Or we
Hey,
could
what's
call
up,
you Al.
Ira?
Oh, never mind.
I just want to tell you, how does it feel to work with Elvira on set? But what did you like about the movie, your character on that movie? And then
Um,
also, would you give me advice as an actor?
well,
And
first, Cassandra was like I said before, she was a genius to work with. Her timing and everything was so great. But one of the coolest things that I remember from that set was we had like our super early call time, like 5:30 in the morning over at Warner Brothers. So I pulled up and got in there and dropped off my bags at my trailer, and then I needed a coffee. It was super early. So I'm walking towards Crafty, and I just hear, and again it's 5:30 in the morning. I hear Guns N' Roses blasting out of this trailer. I'm like, who is playing Guns N' Roses at 5:30 in the morning? And I walk by and look on the name, Cassandra Peterson. So she was a huge rock and roller. So that was really cool. And then yeah, like again, I said, to work with her and her timing and everything, um, she's really fun. We text each other all the time. We goof with each other all the time. And get to hang out with her at fun horror conventions.
Which this ain't about Elvira, but since she's been brought up a couple times, obviously, check out her autobiography, Yours
Nice.
Cruelly, if
It's
you have the
it's
I want
opportunity.
to.
it's really good, and it's heartbreaking, some of it. But okay,
Yeah.
Ray, I'm also going to tell you, like, any advice as an actor. So um I don't know if you have the chance to get on set or if you're even doing background or
I've
what.
done one or two voluntary works.
Okay, so just learn everything on that set. So, and talk to everybody that you can. And, find out and make sure you know the director, the producer, the writers, and everybody, because you never know who may bring you back again to work with. Um, I worked today on this awesome job, and I got to talk to a lot of the actors, big time actors, and some of the writers and the staff for Netflix. Did I say that?
No.
So you just got to do what you can. Obviously, be on time. Obviously, don't take anything for granted. And continue to keep working and meeting people. This job that I did also on Monday, I met a bunch of actors that were in the background, super nice to talk to and everything. And, they are also all aspiring to be, not just in the background, but in the major scenes and stuff. And, as an actor myself, I'm also a producer and I'm producing movies and stuff like that. So I'm always thinking, oh, well, maybe I can bring this person in. So you never know, right? That's why you should
Right.
always keep in touch with everybody.
Well, thank you, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you got it, Ray.
Well, hold on, I plug in before we lose everybody. That wouldn't be good. So, what do you find yourself doing mostly now, Ira? Is it the acting or is it the producing?
Lately, oh, thank you. I'm glad you think this is a great conversation. Lately, it's been great. I've been pushing a few projects. There's a movie that I'm going to be out that'll be out in June called Keep Quiet that I'm in with Lou Diamond Phillips. That
Ah,
should be out probably
hell
around
of a guy,
June.
gentleman.
Oh, dude, I've known him for 35 years. He's awesome. Um, and then I did another movie called Catnip, and it's a horror movie with cats, starring Chevy Chase, Joey Lauren Adams, Jake Busey, and I actually played Bruce Dern's son in that. But acting is great, but also producing. Producing is something that I love to do, and I've been producing a movie for a long time. It takes some time to make
Yeah.
some stuff, but producing a documentary that is going to hopefully be out in December, called starring Brandon Lee, and it was about my friend, the late great Brandon Lee. Um, and it's a documentary not about what happened, why did it happen, how did it happen. Um, it's about his friends talking about who he was, and it's about his manager talking, and it's about people like Melissa Etheridge we all hung out with back in those days. She gave a great interview, and John Lee Hancock, and there's just all these great people, and Bill Allen, who was Brandon's best friend. So that's been a project that I've been working on for like 6 years. That's hopefully going to be out, like I said, in December. Always check my Instagrams and stuff like that, because I post on there with stuff that's coming out. So yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to produce.
Jarika, I know you said earlier when I asked you about wanting to ask something, and obviously you were the one who said about being a great conversation, and it's all because of Ira. But did something cross your mind that you would like to ask? I'd like to give you the opportunity. So, want to be
Oh,
fair with everybody, obviously.
unmute yourself now,
Yes, yeah. At least say hello. It's okay, Jarika. He won't
Tarika.
bite.
In the name of Lorik, Prince of Elves, Tarika, come on.
Yeah, at least come up and say hello.
Pardon me. Oh well, I tried.
All right. Yeah, I know you tried.
Hey, what
Does
time do we got,
anybody?
guys?
Yeah,
What
we
time
got
do
a
we got?
couple minutes.
Okay,
No,
cool.
we're good. Matt, does anybody else have a follow up before we don't want to keep Ira all night, and we're gonna
Yeah,
jump it.
because
And
the cat's got to eat. He's
yes,
got to be fed. The beast.
Oh,
and
please.
Ira don't notice, but we decided for the group, after we wrap this, we're gonna jump into part 3 and just hang out and a
Nice.
couple of beverages and stuff. So I'll wrap with this. And obviously, the series has been talked about, and I'm not going to grab it from the cabinet. The documentary "Never Sleep Again," that the lovely Heather was a producer on.
Yes, she was.
So obviously, part 3 in the series has been talked to death, in good way. I say that. Is there anything from part 3 that most people wouldn't know or have heard about that really hasn't been talked about? Because obviously, people. The one thing from the documentary, I'll say this: Heather and a few others have brought up in the years since about, say, the tension on the set. So, was there anything brought up with 3 that you saw that hasn't been talked about really?
I mean, it was tense. We didn't have a lot of money. It wasn't like a big budget. So maybe some lines were crossed with how actions were done and shot. But I never felt like there was anything. I never felt in danger of anything. I just don't think there was anything that we didn't. That I'm trying to think, like, is there anything that hasn't been discussed? I mean, like a few things like I had talked about, and I've said it over and over again about Dawkin, about how
Yeah.
um, Nikki Marvin, the supervising producer, was asking around, and who do you think should it be? Should it be Dawkin or should it be Marillion? They were an up and coming band at the time, and I've always been a rock and roller, and I said you got to go Dawkin. I mean, but I've talked about that so many times. That's known. Um, gosh, an unknown
Well, let me throw it
fact or
this way.
anything?
Then. Obviously, everybody from the cast and crew is at a different stage in our lives. And obviously, you guys were young and gung ho and all at the time. Do you think people would handle certain situations better now at a more mature state than you may have
Well,
back
I'm
then?
sure. I'm sure. And I'm sure things would have been done differently now, with the rules and laws and stuff like that. I mean, oh my gosh. One thing that comes to mind is the therapy sessions. Do you know how much bee smoke they used on us? And now you put any of that bee smoke
Is
in
it
in
that blue shit
anything.
you hear people talk about?
Huh?
Is that blue shit you hear people talk about?
Yeah, it's like it makes it look foggy and stuff. I mean, now we get a bump anytime somebody uses just a little spray of that. We get $50 extra or whatever. I mean,
Yes.
could you imagine what we would have gotten back then from
No.
all the stuff that all that we had to inhale and stuff? I mean, I think I grew a third lung because of that stuff.
Listen, Mr.
Um,
Clayton, we know you didn't inhale. No. Go ahead.
I mean, it was crazy. Um, but again, super cool. I wouldn't change a thing at all.
Well, you mentioned your Instagram before I let you go, and then you can go
Yes.
feed the cat and everything. What is the Instagram people can come follow you at and see this potential project and
Yeah,
everything else?
it's called The Real Ira Heiden. So that's a play on words there. The Real REEL. And my first and last name. That's on Instagram. It's also on Facebook. The same thing. Yeah, and my website. What is my website again?
I think it's
IraHeiden.com.
IraHeiden.com.
There
Last
we
I
go.
looked.
Yeah. That gives you like a whole thing that takes you to everything. My YouTube channel and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, as soon as more stuff comes, I'll be posting a lot about the documentary. But now we're just focused on this event on Saturday, which is just going to be a
Yes.
blast. 3
Well,
hours of pure entertainment and exciting. And man, I can't find it, but the drinks are hysterical, and it's going to
yeah.
be a great time.
That event is a Nightmare on Melrose Street presented by Slasher World. It's all over
Correct.
Instagram. I will send links to everybody for that. If you
That's
are in
right.
the LA area, go say hello, get some autographs, get your photos, all that stuff.
You could
Uh,
find it at 7660 Melrose Avenue, Los Angeles. Tickets available at slasherworldla.com.
and
Photos
they
by
have available
DRM.
VIP too.
VIP, you can buy. I mean, my gosh, you get this so cheap. If you pay $100, you get, you get a VIP special. You get a poster signed by all of us. That alone is worth like $360.
Yeah.
And we have awesome sponsors on the event. We have the Whiskey A Go Go is sponsoring us. Horror Nerds podcast is sponsoring us, which is pretty awesome. I'm excited. I'm going to meet a couple of them for the first time on Saturday. We have Dads from the Crypt, Jason Stein. He is on coming in and sponsoring us. The Magic Box, who has these incredible scents. There's the Dream Warrior. There's all this stuff. Alex Cordova is sponsoring us, and yeah, it's going to be really a cool time. And I'm trying to do more of these because I'm also producing it as well. I'm trying to do more of these so it's not a full on 3 days. Spend a lot of time at a horror convention, and
Yeah.
you got to travel, and you got a lot of stuff. If we could do it like pop ups, kind of thing where it's like for 3 or 4 hours, you get to talk, meet and greet, hang, cheers, toast, eat
Have
a
a couple
taco with
drinking.
me or whatever, you know?
Well, Ira, you have
Yeah.
been immense since in a couple years I've known you. You are a true gentleman. I hope it's a sellout on Saturday.
Thank you, sir.
And just thank you for being a true gentleman anytime I showed a bat signal. So,
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And big thank you to Ray, Nice Nick, Matthew Milling, Jerika, the Movie Dogs.
welcome,
What's
dude.
up? Bob White, John Wood. You guys all rock, man.
thank you,
Thank
sir.
you,
You have a
sir.
good rest of
You
your
rock.
night, brother.
All right.
Be well.
Take care. Whatever you guys do, don't fall asleep.
Right
Thank
on.
you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your night, Ira. Thank you, sir.
You weave your spell, your eyes they beckon me. Your lips they speak lies.